Hi everyone, this is Heather Lockton from the Flourish.Academy. This is episode 161 and today we're talking about Magmod modifiers. I used this exclusively at a wedding on Friday for the first time. I talked about that in episode 160, so you can go check that out. But there are two concerns that come up quite frequently about the Magmods. One is, can I photograph horizontally or landscape and portrait vertically with the Magmod on, and how does it look? So I tested that quite a bit at the wedding, and I gotta say, out of all the modifiers I used, I loved the way this looked vertically. Now, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you take a shot horizontally or in landscape and your flash is bounced like this, it can look drastically different when you go to the side and either keep it in this position or do something like this. Now, if you're not using a modifier and you attempt to do this, it can give you some really bad flash shadows or not give you much flash at all. It just doesn't look good. So I am pleased to report that with the Mag Sphere on, I had very good results shooting like this, shooting vertically like this, as well as horizontally like this. So I'll talk about this more in a future video and maybe post some examples, but I've loved my experience with the Magmod. The second question that comes up is about these magnets. So these are obviously held together with very strong magnets. That's how it stays put. And then all of the different modifiers have magnets, so you can put them on here. But the question was, will it erase or harm the photos that are on my memory cards? And I have great news. Of course, it will not harm those images. So first, let's talk about magnets. Magnets kind of get a bad rap because back in the day, if you took a magnet near a floppy drive, it would erase all of the data. Hi, Becky, how are you? So that's no longer the case. I mean, gone are the days of floppy drives, so we don't have to worry about that. Then there's this, I don't know, urban legend that a magnet can harm a hard drive, a moving hard drive. But the thing is, hard drives actually use magnets to function, so your magnet would not harm a hard drive either. Now, I suppose if you had an industrial strength magnet and you put it on a physical device, a hard drive, while it was spinning or moving, that it could impact the performance, but it's not going to erase data. So maybe you don't believe me. I can see that there is some distrust in your eyes. So I will prove it to you. I have right here my D750 with an SD card in it, and there are images on this card. So I'm gonna pull this card out. Here it is, SD card. And I also have my D700 with a compact flash card in it. Again, images on the camera. I'm gonna pull that and we will just test this to make sure that it is indeed true. So I'm gonna take this Magmod off, and let's say that your cards get intermixed with your flash in your bag or something of that sort, and maybe that's how you're storing your cards, I don't know. Of course you wouldn't store your cards this way, but people were asking, what if my cards come in close contact with my Magmod? Should I keep my Magmod separate from my cards, separate from my camera? Well, there they are. Okay, so now I'm gonna take them off, put them back in these cameras, and just verify that all of the images are there. And that will tell us if the Magmod impacts memory cards. I am 1000% certain that it does not, and sure enough, all of the photos are there. Let me just check. Yep, that's on the D750 with an SD card, and then back to the D700 with a compact flash card. And let's have a look. Yep, all of the images are there. So that myth is busted. I'm like the Mythbusters of photography. It does not matter. You don't have to worry, I should say. You do not have to worry about your Magmod and the magnets and whether or not they will impact your camera or your memory cards. Obviously not your flash. There are magnets used in everything. These are strong, but really the reality is they're not, I wouldn't classify them as industrial strength. They work really, really well. They're as strong as they need to be, but nothing's gonna happen to your cards or your equipment as a result of these magnets. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.